For the next few moments that we have together, with your permission, I would like to upload into your hard drive some software around this whole thought of how do we own the moment. And here's the big idea. The future is for sale. And I encourage each and every one of you to buy the future. How do I buy the future? And you buy the future when you decide to own the moment. A number of years ago, I was interviewing to join the happiest place in the world. I finally joined the Walt Disney Company. Why am I sweeping the streets of Disney? And so I'm just wah, wah, wah. And so all of a sudden, some guests are coming towards me, and I flash the Disney smile. And they read my name tag, Simon from Buffalo, New York, and they said, "We're from Buffalo, New York." Like, no way, where'd you go to school? Where'd you grow up? What's your parents' name? It became like old home day. People from Buffalo are like that. And I didn't know these people from Adam's House Cat. So we're just like yucking it up, having this huge conversation. So I said to them, so, what have you done since you've been here? And they said, well, we've gone to Animal Kingdom, we've gone to Epcot, we've gone to Magic Kingdom. And I said, well, guess what? Now that you're here at MGM Studios, you've got to try this. You have to experience that. It's going to be phenomenal. You're going to love it. They're like, really? I said, really. So I said goodbye to them. And a couple of hours, ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting back at my desk, and I have the whack upside the head. I have the V8 moment. All of a sudden, I had this moment, and I said, Disney is not in the theme park business. They're in the business of creating a magical moment. And when I understood that, I said, they haven't hired me to work a job. They have invested in me to create a moment, to create an experience. And when I understood that, all of a sudden, I got it. Why do I share that with you? Because, ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you are right now, no matter what your agency, your business might be experiencing, you are absolutely, positively brilliant. And when you choose to own the moment, everyone knows it.
From today forward, you are a brand. You are a brand. The question is, what's a brand? A brand is not the product or service you sell. A brand is not the job you have. A brand is a connection, it is a memory, it is an emotion.
One of the things that leaders have to be open to is realizing that failure is not final, failure is only feedback. And feedback invites us to grow. The reason many leaders that I have worked with, have studied, don't release their brilliance is because they won't give up being right. And they don't want to fail. But I've discovered when we understand how to fail forward, within that failure is a story that all of us can learn from. And it's that story that resonates. Everything speaks. Everything. And people are picking up on what matters to you the most. And they're learning how to lead by watching you. So what we want to do is, if we're going to be a brilliant storyteller, we want to help them to adjust the channel of their tell-a-vision. Somebody's going to get that in a moment. If we want to help people become more brilliant in this dynamic culture of 68,000 people, is that correct? We have to help them see the channel of where we're going so that they understand how to tell a vision.
Simon is a leadership catalyst and founder of the Brilliance Institute, an organization that designs and delivers proprietary content on leadership, employee, and customer experience. He was voted one of the top 25 hottest speakers by Speaker Magazine. Meetings and Conventions magazines designated Simon as one of the best keynote speakers ever heard or used, putting him in the same category as Bill Gates, General Colin Powell, and Zig Ziglar. He is an award-winning author. His book, Release Your Brilliance, a number 17 bestseller, is one of the top 100 books being read by corporate America. His most recent book, The Vujade Moment, Shift from Average to Brilliant, is a call to accelerate, embrace disruption, and harness individual and organizational potential.
I want everybody to hold up your arm. Hold up your arm. Hold up your arm where your watch is. Watch or piece of jewelry. Watch or piece of jewelry. And I want you to take your watch or piece of jewelry off, and I want you to put it on the opposite wrist. For the rest of this conference, I want you to leave the watch or piece of jewelry on the opposite wrist. How does it feel having the watch or piece of jewelry on the opposite wrist? How does it feel? Awkward, weird, what else? Uncomfortable. Here's why I want you to leave the watch on the opposite wrist. Because if I am to be uncomfortable being comfortable, I must remember that I have always done it this way. Change would never come, disruption would never come unless you possess in you the brilliance and everything that it takes to own the moment and to create the future. So the watch on the opposite wrist is going to serve as a reminder, what am I being invited to think about embracing? Because the reason most people don't embrace change or disruption is because they have emotional equity in the way they've always done it. If I'm to own the moment and operate brilliantly, I must be uncomfortable being comfortable and recognize that if I choose to buy the future, that means I create the momentum that creates the results that I want.
Hi, I'm Tom Ziglar, CEO of Ziglar, proud son of Zig Ziglar. You know what? Let me tell you about somebody I have just gotten to know, and I love him. His name is Simon T. Bailey. I can't say his name without smiling, and the reason is he has such a genuine enthusiasm and passion for making a difference in people's lives.
When it comes to rediscovering your potential, sometimes we overlook the obvious. Some of you have skills, talents, abilities, things that have been lying dormant, that you have not tapped into for years, but I came all the way from a little small town called Windermere, Florida, to let you know that you are absolutely positively brilliant.
Simon provides actionable takeaways that go beyond feel-good content and produce sustainable results. His fresh content is based on 10 years of work with 1,000 organizations on 6 continents.
I just wanted to say thank you, because this has kind of given me a moment to reflect on things that I do that I may not notice that I do, that's hindering me from being who I can. And it's affecting me at home and at work. So I just really wanted to say thank you for making me take a moment from my crazy life that I'm sure we all have and stop and say, hey, this is what you need for you to be better, to be who you are inside. So thank you.
Wow, thank you, Joelle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, better, awesome. You from Buffalo? No, where did you go to school? I went to Bennett on Main. Go, Buffalo!